Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Mindset Investor. Because we know that creating generational wealth in real estate requires 5% strategy and 95% mindset. Yesterday, we spoke about this challenge, a challenge to post every single day. Most of us real estate investors who are getting properly coached and educated in this wonderful industry understand the importance of posting every single day in social media. But for most of us, it is uncomfortable. And that's why the challenge. So the challenge is because it doesn't really matter what content that we're getting out there as too much, but just being out there every single day. Quantity and persistence to get better and better and better. So let's hold ourselves accountable and let's message each other. If you're posting, let me know, and we'll hold ourselves accountable. So I'm going to continue with this challenge of posting every single day, posting what matters to me, real estate, investing, and concepts of mindset and personal growth. So today I want to talk a little bit about motivation and education. These are perhaps the two most basic ideas that we need to keep in mind in order to live a fulfilling and successful life. Now, motivation comes from within, and that's what drives us. Now, it drives us to move towards our goals, and the more of a dream that goal is, the more motivated we're going to be to get to it. In other words, it can't be something that we already know how to do. And it also can't be something that we know that we'll be able to do if a whole bunch of other things happen. It has to be more like a dream, a fantasy, something that we have absolutely no clue how we would get there at all, something that we really, really want. Motivated to get to that, and knowing that we will be able to get to that will take us there. And that's the type of motivation that I'm talking about. Now, we're going to go deeper into these ideas and concepts later on. This is not about understanding this or listening to this and then knowing about it at an intellectual level. In fact, most of us understand all of these ideas at an intellectual level. It's the understanding and the application of these ideas. It's programming them into our subconscious mind what really matters. In other words, thinking in this way in the form of a habit that we don't even think about it. We just do it. That's what matters. And that's the part that I'm talking about education. Education from the perspective that we understand that we have to internalize these ideas, not necessarily the education that we get from high school or university, which are things that are important. I'm talking about specialized knowledge on concepts of the mind, personal growth, as well as specialized knowledge of that thing that we really want to do. So we know that we want to do real estate investing because we want to reach financial freedom. We want to live a lifestyle of freedom, and we're using the vehicle of real estate investing for that purpose. We also understand why real estate investing will take us there. So I've always been an action taker. I formed it as a habit, but not necessarily formed other things as a habit in the past until now that I'm deeply studying all of these ideas. And action in itself is not going to cut it. I understand that now. For example, when I decided to make real estate investing my vehicle to get where I want to go, I took the action. I went for it. But if I didn't get educated, I was going to go all over the place. I was going to make a million mistakes, and probably get frustrated in the middle of the way and give up, maybe. But I knew that education combined with action was going to be very powerful. I learned this by studying through deep studies of mindset and personal growth. So I went out there looking for the best real estate investing education program available at the time. And from there, I've learned so many things that have shortened the time frame to get me where I want to go. Otherwise, like I said, I would have been all over the place. Just a couple of examples that I can give you in that regard. Like most people that I see are out there that know that real estate investing is important are investing in real estate in single family residences or maybe condominiums. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but through the education you start to understand the importance of multifamily, of having several units in a single building. And there are many reasons why this could be better, or why this is most likely better than smaller amount of units. In other words, the more amount of units in a single building are better than the less amount of units in a single building. Another example that I can give you is all of the things that can happen to you when you do some kind of a renovation. Recently, I completed a conversion from a single family to a duplex, and thanks to the coaching and education from people who have done this in the past and who have made many mistakes in the past, I was able to learn from these mistakes, not make them myself. But at the same time, I also understood that I was going to run into problems, some of them unknown problems. But thanks to this education, as well as the education of mindset and personal growth, I knew that any obstacle that came in between, I knew that all I needed to go around them or over them, and use them as a learning experience as opposed to a frustration or something that is negative, in order to get to where I wanted. But the fact is that at the end, at the completion of that project, I was so happy because it felt like it was thanks to the education and the coaching that I received that project really went so well. So these are just a couple of examples, but I wanted to touch upon those two basic ideas of living a fulfilling and successful life: motivation and education. We're going to go way deeper into these concepts as we move forward slowly in this journey of mindset and personal growth within the real estate investing industry. But like I said, or like I've said before, this is not about so much about going for longer periods of time or studying motivation for an hour or a day or whatever. It's about spaced repetition. It's about doing this every single day of our lives so that we start understanding these ideas at a deeper level, from higher levels of awareness, and actually programming them into our own subconscious mind so that we don't even have to think about them from an intellectual perspective, but they live deep inside us, and we move into any direction. We move towards that star that we're shooting at in the form of a habit, thinking about these things, or not even thinking about these things, I should say. It's what it's all about. So through the power of repetition, by listening to these ideas over and over again, no matter how basic this particular episode may seem to you regarding education and motivation, even if you were to listen to this video over and over again for 30 days, I guarantee you that you're going to think about motivation and specialized education from higher levels of awareness each time that you listen to this video over and over again. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible, but the fact is that so far I haven't been able to. I'm trying to figure out how to make them about a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops. Let me know. Please comment whether it's on Facebook. Facebook helps, or on YouTube. And let me know what you think, whether you're okay with the time it takes to record these videos, or whether you prefer them to be a little bit more concise and maybe expand a little bit more on the ideas. This will all help me, and at the same time, the whole idea is to help you and to help everybody out there. So if you're watching on this on YouTube, and most likely you are, please help me by liking and subscribing. And I'm going to leave that at that for now. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.